Good morning, everybody. It is me, Jackie, and we are back again for another motivating, another motivating video this morning, right? So I thank you all for joining in with me today, and we're going to talk about a good topic I think that's going to help you all and give you some pointers or some things that you can do to help you if you happen to be in this kind of a situation. So, first I want to thank everybody for your support with watching the videos, with allowing me to come into your home and, to share this information when you're watching these videos, right? Whether you watch the video when it's actually live or if you look at it later after it's already been recorded, I greatly appreciate your support. I greatly appreciate your time, your effort, you allowing me to just share this information with you, right? This early in the morning. So just to let you guys know, if you didn't watch the video yesterday, I just kind of put a shout out that next month is Domestic Violence Month. And as an educator, I will be extremely busy. I'm going to share some videos on Facebook. I'm going to share some videos on Instagram in regards to, I'm going to even do a YouTube video talking about domestic violence. Something just flew in my eye. So with that being said, you're going to see quite a bit. And throughout the year, I'm always posting as well, right? So this month is going to be a whole lot more on a whole nother level. So with that being said, just want to kind of get that out there. Follow me, guys, on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube channel. And that YouTube channel is Jackie Wilson Speaks, right? You can follow me on there. Just click on that notification. Subscribe to the channel, right? Instagram is Jackie L. Wilson. Follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook as well with the same Jacqueline Sinette Wilson, right? So, got all the housekeeping out the way, right? So now what I want to share with you guys today is never make a person a priority when they are making you an option, okay? So that's powerful, right? Those are powerful words. That's a powerful statement. And Dr. Maya Angelou said it the best when she said it that way, right? So what I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to share a little story too, because some things happen to me too, right? And you don't want to ever be an option to a person, because that's just not a good feeling, right? Your emotions all over the place. You're on a roller coaster ride when you're just an option in somebody's life. You want that person to make you to be a priority, right? Because especially if you're making that person be a priority, you want to feel the exact same way on the other side. That's security, right? That's feeling loved. That's feeling appreciated. That's feeling valued, respected, right? That's making you feel like, hey, this person really does care about you because they put you as a priority, whether they're talking on the phone and when you call, they get off the phone and talk to you. If they're on the phone, say if it's a business call or maybe something going on with their family and you call, they can't answer the phone right then, they'll text you and say, hey, I'm on the call with a family member, a business call, I'll call you right back. And they keep up with that, right? They follow through with that. Or if you're talking to that person on the phone and someone else calls and they say, oh, I'll call that person back later, right? They're making you a priority in their life. So that's got to be a good feeling. I know at least for me it's a good feeling, right? So you want to make sure that you're not an option in that person's life. If you happen to be an option in that person's life, they're not going to put you first. Anything is going to come before them, right? Phone calls, not hanging out with you. They're not going to, put you first. They're going to go ahead and do the things that they want to do, and you just got to kind of have to fit in wherever you can, right? You have to write yourself in with pencil and paper, right? I used to do that when I was married, and my husband at the time, he worked so many hours. I used to have to tell him, well, I'm going to pencil you in on the calendar of when you're going to spend time with us, right? Because if it wasn't work, if it wasn't going to the gym or spending time at the church, being committed, then we weren't spending a whole lot of time together. So I realized later that me and the kids were options to him, right? We weren't priorities. The church was, the gym, his job was all priorities, but it wasn't us. So that's a hurtful feeling to be in a marriage with somebody and to feel that way, right? So you got to kind of find your place of where you are. So if you happen to be in a relationship, and say you're in a friends with benefits relationship, and you know that both of you are possibly seeing other people, right? And maybe if you both are single, but you just don't want anything serious, and you're like, well, we're just going to be in this situationship, friends with benefits situationship, right? Where you just going to be intimate with only each other. So you put that out on the table. Okay. Now what happens if you're in a long-term relationship with this person, and you both have said we're not going to see anybody else, it's just going to be us, right? Okay, so that's one situation, one relationship. What happens if you're married and you decide, where you and this person has set your vows before God, before your higher power, your friends, you've committed to just being with this person. That's a committed relationship, right? You all should be first in those scenarios that I gave you, right? You should be the priority, not the option. Unless in the friends with benefits, hold on, I'm going past the guy with the lawnmower. Good morning. So you have, if you're friends with benefits and you both are seeing somebody, then you know you're not the priority, right? You're just the option. But if you both are single and you're only sleeping with each other, then make sure you have made it a priority, that you and that person are priorities, right, in each other's life, not an option. Or you can be an option when you decide you want to stop being friends with benefits, right? But at least while you're in it, you guys understand what I'm saying. At least while you're in it, the two of you have committed that this is what we're going to do. Until you decide later, and you say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to start looking for a relationship. Then that person becomes an option, right? Okay, but you still got the understanding. You have agreed upon it, and you got it together. Now, what happens if you're in a marriage, and you're in an open marriage, like Jada and Will? They're in an open marriage. Me, I couldn't do that. What about you guys? Could you be in an open marriage like that, where you're free to see whoever you want to see, sleep with whoever you want to sleep with, have a relationship with that person, and still be married? Could you guys do that? I couldn't. Emotionally, I couldn't do that. I'm not trying to share my mate with nobody, right? Not knowingly know that I'm sharing him with somebody else. Now, if we are in a marriage and he steps out of the marriage, like what has already happened to me in a marriage and a relationship, then I have no control over that, right? I can't really foresee that happening. But if it does happen, it's like it happened, but I still couldn't see saying, oh, that's fine, I'll go ahead and stay in that relationship. Hey, good morning. I can't see saying, oh, I would stay in that, marriage. And you can just go ahead and keep seeing whoever you're seeing, right? We can all of a sudden now have an open marriage because I don't want to lose the relationship that we have. I don't know about y'all, but I couldn't do that. They'd be like, nope. No. I'm not trying to be in a part of that. So you're going to definitely have to figure that stuff out, right? Either you're going to want to be in the marriage or he's not going to want to be in the marriage. One of the two. There is no other options. There is no, I'm going to be down with you seeing other people, being with other people. And I don't want to be with nobody else. So that's not going to happen. So you got to know what place you're in, where you stand in that person's life. You got to know where you are, right? Make it crystal clear. Once you know where you stand in that person's life, that makes the world of a difference in how you're going to communicate with that person. That way you know where you stand, right? You know your status. You know either you're an option for that person, which if you're in an open relationship, that could possibly be an option, right? Because if that person finds somebody that they click with that's better than you, then you're going to become an option. Okay, if you're in a friends with benefits, in any of those scenarios, basically, I'm just going to be honest with you. In any of those scenarios that I just gave you, that person could still be an option, right? The person could say one thing, show some good responses, be connected to that person, show they care, put that person as a priority, but in the back of their mind, they're still thinking, if things don't go right, you can be that option, right? So you got to just know where you fit in. So now let's get to the part of when you find out where you fit in, right? When you find out what your status is, what do you do? So if you find out that you are only an option in somebody's life, then what you gonna do? You only really have two options. That's the way I look at it. You only got two options. Either you're going to stay in that relationship with that person and continue to keep being that option, or either you're gonna bounce, right? You only got two options. Either you're gonna stay and try to work it out, maybe see if that person changed their mind, be okay with that person, in that situation, knowing that you're just an option, or either you're gonna say, you know what, I can't do this, I gotta move on, right? One or the other. So it's up to you to decide. Now, me personally, I couldn't be an option in somebody's life. Knowingly know that. No. Now, if I don't know that, that's a different story. But once I find out, because I've already dealt with being cheated on in a marriage and in a relationship, so it's like for me, I'm bouncing. Okay, straightforward. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna bounce. I'm not gonna stay in that relationship and be an option for someone. I'm just not gonna do that, because I'm not making that person an option. That person is a priority in my life. Okay, if I'm sleeping with you, you're a priority. If I'm being intimate with you in any kind of way, sharing information or whatever, if we in a relationship, like my daughters say, we go together, right? We are in that relationship for the long haul. It's just two of us. It's not me, you, Sally, Jane, Sue, whoever, Shaniqua, whoever else you want to bring in. No, it is me and you in that relationship. So you guys just got to figure out where you fit in and what decision you're going to make. Decide on if it's going to, how you're going to respond, if it's going to go your way. And if it's not, you got to have options when you come to that table and you have that conversation with your mate to find out, am I a priority or am I an option? You got to have you got to be prepared with your information of what you're going to do, your decision, if it's going to be in your favor or if you're going to have to bounce. You got to figure out, you got to be prepared, right? So come to the table with your options. Okay, either we're going to work it out or either we're not. And I'm leaving, and this is it, right? You got to have that together when you have that conversation. Be prepared to make your decision after you have that conversation with him, right? Him or her, whatever the dynamics of your relationship. But have that conversation, be ready to make your decision after that conversation, okay? And with that being said, I have shared so much with you all. I hope you're taking away some good information that I'm sharing with you every morning. And just keep in mind, next month is October month, the month for domestic violence. And I will be sharing information on this here platform, okay? So with that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh, also, and I'm giving a shout out to my books, because I have a domestic violence book and I also have 2 healing books. So check out my link in the feed of this video and get that information. Check it out on Amazon, gift it to somebody else, right? With that being said, you guys have a great rest of your morning, and I will see you guys when you got it tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Have a great day.